Welcome to Anonymous Tarot. I'm Kleo, a mythologist, and I'm here with Billie, exploring the depths of the tarot. Today, we'll be delving into the Three of Swords, a card that speaks to heartbreak, sorrow, and the weight of our emotional burdens.
The Three of Swords is a card of great pain and vulnerability. It suggests that we are carrying around a lot of emotional baggage, and it's affecting our ability to move forward.
In many ancient cultures, the sword is a symbol of feminine power and the shedding of old skin. The Three of Swords can be seen as a call to release our emotional wounds and let go of the past.
But what if this release is not as easy as we think? What if our wounds are tied to our sense of identity and we are not sure who we are without them?
That's a beautiful and profound question, Billie. The Three of Swords can also indicate a need for self-reflection and introspection, to understand the root of our emotional pain, and to find a way to heal and move forward.
I think that's what makes this card so powerful. It's not just about the pain, but about the possibility of transformation and renewal.
In ancient mythology, the Three of Swords is associated with the story of Apollo and Daphne. Daphne, a young nymph, was pursued by Apollo, who saw her as his perfect match. She prayed to the gods to protect her from his advances, and they transformed her into a laurel tree, allowing her to escape Apollo's clutches.
This myth speaks to the pain and longing that often accompany heartbreak and unrequited love. The Three of Swords can represent the sharp, piercing feeling of sorrow that can cut deep into our psyche.
In many cultures, the laurel tree is also a symbol of protection and resilience. Daphne's transformation into a laurel tree is a powerful metaphor for the way we can find strength and solace in our own transformation and survival.
The Three of Swords also carries the weight of the feminine principle, which is often associated with the mysteries of love, death, and rebirth. It's a reminder that our emotional pain can be a catalyst for growth and transformation.
One of the most striking aspects of this myth is the way it subverts the idea of Apollo's pursuit. Instead of being the hero, Apollo is often depicted as the aggressor, highlighting the complexities of desire and the need for mutual respect in relationships.
This card can also be seen as a call to listen to our own inner voices, to honor our own boundaries and desires. The Three of Swords is a reminder that our emotional pain can be a powerful teacher, guiding us toward greater self-awareness and self-love.
In the realm of the Three of Swords, we find a card that speaks to the heart of emotional pain and the weight of unmet expectations.
This card often feels like a knife to the heart, piercing our sense of self and leaving us feeling vulnerable and exposed.
For me, the Three of Swords is a call to tenderness and compassion, a reminder that our wounds are not weaknesses, but rather opportunities for healing and growth.
I see this card as a reflection of our innermost fears, the fear of being hurt, of being rejected, of being unloved. It's a reminder that these fears are not external, but rather a part of our own psyche.
In the world of dreams, the Three of Swords can also manifest as a sense of disconnection from our own heart, a feeling of being cut off from our own emotions, our own intuition, and our own inner wisdom.
I think this is where the true power of the Three of Swords lies, in its ability to confront us with the parts of ourselves that we've tried to hide, the parts that we've been afraid to face.
The Three of Swords can be a heart-wrenching card, evoking feelings of deep sorrow and emotional pain. It speaks to the experience of being pierced by betrayal, rejection, or even self-inflicted wounds.
I think this card also resonates with the idea of being lost in a sea of pain. We are often told to toughen up or get over it, but the Three of Swords reminds us that healing is a messy, vulnerable process.
The Three of Swords is also associated with the figure of the siren, a mythological creature luring sailors to their doom. This speaks to the way our emotions can be a siren's call, drawing us into the depths of our own pain.
That's a fascinating connection, Kleo. It makes me think of the way our subconscious can be both our greatest ally and our most treacherous foe. The Three of Swords suggests that our emotional wounds can be a portal to our own deepest wisdom.
I love that. The Three of Swords also speaks to the idea of emotional fragmentation, where we're forced to confront the shards of our own brokenness. It's a card of fragmentation, not integration.
Which is why, in some ways, the Three of Swords can be a call to radical self-acceptance. It's an invitation to sit with our pain rather than trying to escape or deny it.
The Three of Swords is a card of great pain and heartbreak, but its message doesn't necessarily mean we should wallow in our emotions. Instead, it's a call to acknowledge the wounds we carry and to take responsibility for healing ourselves.
I think what's fascinating about this card is how it can represent the disconnection between our inner and outer worlds. We might be physically surrounded by loved ones, but if we are not emotionally available to ourselves, we can feel utterly isolated.
That's so true, Billy. The Three of Swords can also be seen as a reflection of our inner critic, the voice that tells us we're not enough or that we've failed in some way. It's a reminder that our self-worth isn't defined by external validation.
And yet, it's also a card of great hope, because if we can acknowledge these wounds and take responsibility for our own healing, we can begin to transform them. It's a message of empowerment rather than defeat.
That's where the concept of self-love comes in, not just loving ourselves, but also embracing our own vulnerability. When we can do that, we begin to see that our pain is not something to be feared, but something to be integrated into our lives.
I love that, Cleo. It's a very radical idea that our pain can be a source of strength rather than weakness. It's a message that can be really liberating for those of us who have been conditioned to suppress our emotions.
The Three of Swords is often associated with heartbreak, emotional pain, and the feeling of being pierced by someone's words. It's a card of wounded heart and shattered trust.
I see it as a reminder that the pain we inflict on others can be just as painful as the pain we receive. The sword represents the way our words can cut deep and leave scars.
In the context of emotional healing, the Three of Swords can indicate a need to confront and process the emotional wounds of the past. It's a call to tend to our own heart and work through the pain.
But what if the wound is not just emotional, but also spiritual? What if the Three of Swords is a reminder that we've lost touch with our own inner wisdom and guidance?
That's a beautiful perspective, Billy. The Three of Swords can indeed represent a disconnection from our own inner voice and the need to listen to our own heart's wisdom.
I think it's also worth noting that the Three of Swords is not just a card of suffering, but also of transformation. It's a reminder that we can emerge from our darkest moments stronger and wiser.
The cards have spoken.
We'll see you at the next draw.